A done deal. Tonight on our news, live at 7, the U.S. Supreme Court greenlights a settlement between CCA and BML Properties after a decade-long case. What CCA gets to retain and how both sides are moving forward. And the latest tonight in the BTDI leadership saga as the board pushes back against protests for the president's immediate removal. The board breaks down the process, saying the president does not possess unilateral authority. And another deadly car crash in New Providence in less than 12 hours, this time in western New Providence. We'll tell you the collision that killed a 34-year-old woman. Then in our news at 7:30, find out the routine stroll leading one man to find that decomposed body near a tracked road near Dedmonds Key Airport. Our news live at 7 starts right now. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. A major legal chapter in the Bahamas story is closing tonight after a U.S. bankruptcy court approved a comprehensive settlement between CCA and BML Properties developer Sarkis Merlion. In a statement today, CCA and its affiliates said they are pleased with the court's decision, adding the resolution allows the company to focus fully on delivering world-class construction projects and hospitality operations around the globe. Under the agreement, BML Properties is dropping all claims in the U.S. and the Bahamas with no admission of liability from CCA or its affiliates. CCA will also retain ownership of British Colonial and Margaritaville Beach Resort, which it says will continue to benefit the Bahamian community. Last week, Merlion called the resolution long awaited, thanking Bahamians for their support, while CCA's CEO Wei Yan says the agreement is in everyone's best interest. All right, we've got the latest development tonight in the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute dispute. The institution's board of directors pushing back hard on claims made by staff who staged Monday's sit-out, making clear that President Dr. Linda Davis cannot withhold any employee benefits. In a statement released today, the board says Dr. Davis does not possess unilateral authority to withhold, delay, or deny disbursement of any employee benefits, adding that all compensation decisions rest solely with the board. This comes one day after more than a dozen faculty members demanded Dr. Davis be fired before her scheduled departure on December 20th, citing withheld increments, contract issues, lack of staff development, and what they called a hostile work environment. And on that staff development point, the board clarified that professional qualification assessments are done by the National Accreditation and Equivalency Council of the Bahamas, not the board, not the president, and not any other executive at the institution. The board says it issued the statement to correct the record as tensions continue on the Old Trail Road campus. A man who served 5 years in prison for molesting a 14-year-old boy was acquitted on Monday of soliciting sex from another boy of the same age. Justice Gilomena Archer-Mins directed a jury of 8 women and 1 man to acquit 52-year-old Fred Williams of attempted procuration after finding the evidence did not support the charge. Prosecutors allege Williams approached a 14-year-old boy at Shell gas station on Blue Hill and Robinson Roads on February 23rd last year, gave him $5, and bought him food before having a sexually suggestive conversation with the child. Prosecutors contended that Williams' intention to have unlawful sexual intercourse with the minor was foiled when a policeman showed up. Williams was accused of the crime soon after his release from prison for unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor of the same sex following another incident back in February 2017. He was convicted 2 years later of molesting a teenager whom he had befriended. And traffic police are probing a second fatality in less than 12 hours after they say a 34-year-old woman died in a violent crash in western New Providence yesterday. Police tell our news it happened just after 2 p.m. on Western Road when investigators say a white Honda step wagon and a black Honda Accord collided head-on. The Accord overturned and the female driver was partially ejected. Police say she was rushed to hospital by EMS but died a short time later. The male driver of the Honda Step wagon and his passenger sustained only minor injuries. That deadly crash followed another fatality just before 7 a.m. Monday when a Royal Bahamas Defense Force Marine was killed after his car slammed into a tree on Howell Road. He was identified as Damaris Armbruster Jr., the son of the police force fire chief. And a Haitian man has denied committing marriage fraud in order to get a spousal permit. Prosecutors allege that Ernso Singville, a 25-year-old plumber, entered a fake marriage on May 8, 2019, and later that year submitted a marriage certificate to the Immigration Department to support his application for a spousal permit. The alleged scheme unraveled, though, when his spouse, bride Gia Clark, had a baby in February this year. She was shocked to learn that she was married to Singville when she went to register her son's birth. Singville denied the allegations at his arraignment before Magistrate Kendra Kelly Burrows and was granted $6,000 cash bail on the condition, though, that he wears an ankle bracelet. Singville also has to check in with the police weekly until the conclusion of his trial. That's set to begin on April 8th. All right, a nearly 15-year diplomatic gap is about to close as ex-NFL star Herschel Walker, now the first U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas in more than a decade, set to arrive in New Providence Wednesday. The United States Senate confirmed the 53-year-old in early October, filling a post that has been vacant since 2011, even as the Bahamas maintains a close and long-standing relationship with Washington. During his Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing, Walker laid out his priorities, pointing to China's growing influence in the Caribbean and the rising threat of drug smuggling through the Bahamas, issues he says he hopes to tackle. Walker previously ran for U.S. Senate in Georgia in 2022, losing narrowly to Democrat Raphael Warnock. His arrival tomorrow marks a major reset in U.S.-Bahamas diplomatic engagement. All right, we've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson, he is standing by in the Weather Center. Happy Tuesday, Greg.
Happy Tuesday to you too. I hope you're enjoying the weather out there.
No complaints. You notice I had nothing to say.
Well, the weather is cooperating.
I'm glad about the 77 tonight. And I mean, I think even yesterday it was a bit lower, or maybe around the same.
Around the same. Yeah, we're having those temperatures starting off in the 70s, mid-upper 70s, but by the time tomorrow morning gets in here, we're looking for some low 70s.
Although the heat peaking in too, though.
Yeah.
I do feel those temperatures getting up to what, 88?
80, 81, 82 here in the capital. Further south in the central Bahamas, we're looking at some mid-80s down there. So,
Well, I know some people, it's December, so we're hoping that
Christmas is here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes.
For sure.
77 degrees is our current temperature on the outside and mostly clear skies. South-southeast winds at 9 miles per hour. It feels like temperature is at 76. Temperatures right now around the Family of Islands. We are in the mid-upper 70s across northwest Bahamas, 76 in Freeport, Grand Bahama. You have some showers nearby, weak trough near the area. 76 also in Marsh Harbour, Abaco, and in Great Harbour Key. 77s, Alistown, Bimini here in the capital, over in Governor's Harbour, Eleuthera, Nicholstown, Andros. 78 there. Central Bahamas, 76, Kemps Bay. We pick up more 77s in Black Point, Exuma, Georgetown, the Exumas, as well as the Deadman's Key. Arthurstown, Kid Island, 75. Pair of 76s in Coburn Townsend, Salvador, and in Port Nelson, Rum Key. And in the Southeast Bahamas, 79, Duncan Town, Ragged Island. 77 in Colonel Hill, Cricket Island. 78, Delectable Bay, also in Abrahams Bay. Matthew Downey, Nago, 80, and our good neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Island, you are 77 at this hour. Satellite radar composite, well, we have nothing much really to talk about. High pressure is in charge. That high pressure will start to slide out towards the east. That's going to be paving the way for a frontal boundary now across North Florida, be getting in here. In the meantime, though, we had a weak surface trough just across South Florida, sparking a few showers across the Grand Bahama, the Abaco areas. We could see one or two more of those showers tonight as that trough weakens and pulls further east. But as I mentioned, high pressure will stay with us. Front expected to get near by tomorrow evening and then should push into the central Bahamas by Thursday. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Coming up in sports, Jazz makes an appearance at his foundation's Little League. Baseball is the lead here, but he's also got an album on the way, which is very important.
Hey,
Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, Zai, let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is spending a part of his offseason here at home and took the time out to get a look at the next generation following in his footsteps. Chisholm made an appearance at his foundation's Little League over the weekend at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex, signing autographs and interacting with the group he called the future of baseball in the country.
Short-handed, a quick turnaround traveling to what feels like freezing temperatures, and the Bahamas put up a valiant effort against the 5th-ranked country in the world. Canada pulled away late for a 94-88 win over the Bahamas last night in Toronto. Garvin Clark led the way with a double-double, 20 points and a game-high 13 assists. Dominic Bridgewater had 18 points and 6 assists. Isaiah Mobley scored 16. Rashad Davis had 15, and Keno Burrows finished with 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Window 2 tips off in February, where the Bahamas will take on Jamaica and Puerto Rico on the road.
Thanksgiving College Hoops wasn't only a busy time for the tournaments hosted here, it was just as busy for the women's hoopers from here playing on the road. Vernon Charlton had her first double-double with the Austin Peay Governors as she led the team to a 66-46 win over Kansas City. Charlton finished with 19 points, 10 boards, and a team-high 5 assists. Rima Collins and Danica Lightbourne led their FIU Panthers to an undefeated title run in their program's Thanksgiving Classic. For the tourney, Collins averaged 17.7 points and 9.7 rebounds per game, while Lightbourne averaged 12.7 points per game. That'll do it for Our Sports. Stay tuned to Our News at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as Powerball jackpot climbs to nearly $800 million ahead of tonight's drawing. Plus, we'll tell you the 2 MLB players set to stand trial next year amid a massive sports betting scandal. And race for recovery. Find out the $4 million in emergency support the United Nations is set to mobilize for Jamaica when our news returns.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, sorry, let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. The Powerball jackpot climbing again, hitting $775 million ahead of Wednesday night's drawing. It's one of the 10 biggest in Powerball history. The prize has not been won since September, when a $1.787 billion jackpot was split between tickets in Missouri and Texas. Powerball says the odds of winning are 1 in more than 292 million. A $2 ticket gives players 5 white numbers and 1 red Powerball, and the jackpot keeps growing until someone matches them all. Winners can take a lump sum or 30 payments over 29 years. The current cash value, $362.5 million. Powerball says it has generated an estimated $36 billion for charitable causes since 1992. 2 Cleveland Guardians pitchers are now set to stand trial, accused of rigging their pitches to help sports bettors profit. A federal judge in Brooklyn has scheduled a May 4 trial date for Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz, with prosecutors confirming they have not offered any plea deals. According to the indictment, Clase began working with batters in 2023, tipping them off about the speed and type of pitches he would throw. Investigators say he even threw some first pitches into the dirt to guarantee certain prop bets. leading to at least $400,000 in fraudulent wins. Ortiz allegedly joined the scheme this year and agreed in advance to throw balls in 2 games in exchange for bribes. Both men have pleaded not guilty. U.S. military activity in the Caribbean continued on Monday, with Marine Corps Osprey aircraft delivering supplies to Marisita International Airport in Ponce, Puerto Rico. Reuters cameras captured crews unloading cargo, moving luggage into bunkhouses, and inspecting the airfield as Ospreys landed, taxied, and took off. The operations come as Washington turns up the pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Sources tell Reuters his options for any U.S. guaranteed safe passage have narrowed after a call last month in which President Donald Trump rejected most of his demands. Trump has since declared Venezuela's airspace closed in its entirety, while military assets in Puerto Rico now serve a forward hub serve as a hub for operations tied to the crisis. The United Nations is boosting support for Jamaica's Hurricane Melissa recovery, confirming another $4 million in emergency funding. UN resident, that is, Coordinator Dennis Zulu announced the allocation, saying the UN has stood firmly with Jamaica since the storm decimated communities in the West. The funding comes from the UN Central Emergency Response Fund and will help 4 agencies expand food, aid, safe water, health support, and shelter assistance. Mr. Zulu says more than 145,000 Jamaicans have already received help, and this new support is a clear demonstration of global solidarity. The agencies expect to reach hundreds of thousands more in the weeks ahead as Jamaica shifts from relief to recovery. And a growing health crisis in Cuba tonight as officials there confirm 33 deaths from mosquito-borne illnesses in recent months. Deputy Health Minister Carol de Pena says 12 people have died from dengue and 21 from chikungunya, with at least 21 of the victims under the age of 18. The outbreak has hit at least 1/3 of the population and comes as Cuba's health system struggles under severe shortages of food, fuel, and medicine. Dengue fever has worsened as government lacks resources to fumigate and clean up standing water, while chikungunya has spread rapidly in recent months. Government reported more than 5,000 new chikungunya cases last week alone. Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was December 2nd. And the holiday season kicks off in the city center. We'll show you scenes from the National Christmas Tree lighting and the sounds of Junkanoo taking over Bay. Then in our news at 7:30, the world-famous Valley Boys say don't misrepresent their name this Junkanoo season. We'll show you the letter written to the newly formed committee signed by the chairman when our news returns.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and Alive Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, Ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
On this day in Bahamian history, in 1694, William Shirley was born in East Sussex, England. Shirley was governor of the Bahama Islands from 1760 to 1768. His legacy immortalized in Shirley Street. Then in 1934, Kenneth Andre Ian Rogers was born in New Providence. Rogers was a professional baseball player in the Major League Baseball, the first Bahamian to play in the MLB when he debuted for the New York Giants in 1957. Rogers died in December 2004. He was 70. And Air Canada made its first passenger flight to the Bahama Islands on this day in 1948, while in 1954, former Deputy Prime Minister Theodore Brent Simonet was born in Nassau to Roland and Margaret Simonet. To learn more about the events that shaped the day that was December 2nd, head over to ournews.bs. All right, Rawson Square was lit last night with the unmistakable sounds of Junkanoo following the annual lighting of the national Christmas tree. Joshua Williams tells us how hundreds poured into the square to not only get a first look at the tree, but to also catch a preview of Boxing and New Year's Day parades.
And with that, the national Christmas tree was lit in Rawson Square last night in front of a packed crowd on Bay Street. The evening was also filled with music and dance from our nation's young talent, with performances from various schools and dance academies. Youth Sports and Culture Minister Mario Boleg addressed the crowd.
Christmas is more than a holiday. It is a reminder that all of us, that is good within us. It calls all of us to show kindness, to open our hearts, and to look out for one another.
But the fun didn't stop there. The National Junkanoo Committee hosting a practice rush for the A category groups. First out the gate with the two-time defending champion Saxon Superstars. Saxon! Then came the Genesis Warhawks and One Family Warriors. Coming out fourth with the Way Forward Valley Boys, the group Minister Boleg recognized months ago as the Valley Boys group registered for Bay. Roots followed, and then came the world-famous Valley Boys headed by Brian Adley, who our news learned has also received seed funding and is expected to rush in this year's parade. Prodigal Sons and music makers soon followed.
And with all the fun and excitement, it's all about supporting our nation's youth and culture.
Young people, children need to know what it is that anchor us and make us Bahamian. So events like this give them something to look forward to, and also for them to call their own as Bahamian. So supporting and giving, celebrating in the Christmas season is what we do.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, what a preview. Thanks for that, Joshua. And to watch that story again and for all of today's top stories, visit ournews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Up now, Atalia Hall. She's got the latest headlines. Atalia?
Hi, Ken.
Hi.
Holidays, we are officially here.
We are. And all of those Hallmark holiday movie lovers, I know you got something special for them.
Yeah. So before we go.
Hey, and my mom is one of them, as you remember. So I know she'll be happy to hear.
Yes. Before we go, don't forget to stay locked into Our News all month. for your shot at driving away in a brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta is the ultimate giveaway. With a live and auto mall, just visit ournews.bs to learn how you can win. Good luck. And now you can also get cozy before Christmas. Hallmark's holiday movies start tonight, right here at 8 on our TV's Channel 212. Hallmark Holiday Movies kicks off with Where Are You Christmas tonight at 8, so stay tuned. But for now, here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our News Live at 7:30, decomposed human remains found on Long Island. Tonight, our Delvardo Emmanuel speaks with the man who made the discovery. Also, the Defense Force is grieving tonight after the sudden death of one of its young Marines, 22-year-old Damaris Embrister Jr. Plus, a major turn in a high-profile case, obstruction and gun possession charges against Al Cawley's housekeeper have been withdrawn, and prosecutors confirm Cawley himself will not face charges linked to a police shootout. And later, the world-famous Valley Boys are pushing back, urging the National Junkanoo Committee not to alter their name this season. A newly obtained letter shows the group insisting they be referred to only as the world-famous Valley Boys. The story when our news at 7:30 returns.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the R News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
Tired of weak, over-the-counter bug sprays? Step up your pest control game with professional-grade products from the Struckham Shop. From powerful insecticides to trusted gel baits and termiticides, we supply the same products used by Struckham Commercial Pest Services, now available for DIY homeowners and small pest control pros. Whether you're protecting your home or building your business, get the edge with the Struckham Shop.
Family, how you look so down? Set them all cold and flu, could flip that frown. All the coughing and that running nose cannot last. You must come back to work and class. Set them all gonna deal with that fast, yeah. Try set them all cold and flu, daytime and nighttime too. Try Setamol, cold and flu, and get back to the better you. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Distributed by Lowe's Wholesale Drug Agencies Limited.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. First tonight, a shocking discovery has rocked the Long Island community. Decomposed human remains found over the weekend. Although authorities have not officially identified the victim, anxious residents fear it could be missing 82-year-old Plumetta Major. She vanished without a trace in late September. Our Delvardo Emmanuel has been tracking the case and spoke to the man who made the tragic discovery.
A troubling discovery on Long Island, a decomposed body near a track road near Dedmundsky Airport. Making the gruesome discovery was 41-year-old Andrew Burrows, a resident of that area. Burrows told me he made the discovery on Sunday while on a routine walk to view ongoing airport expansion works.
Hot Mix are doing factor week at the airport. So maybe every Sunday evening, whatever, I just go for a little evening walk and look at to see what they doing.
And the remains were in the advanced stage of decomposition.
When I found the body, I went back. I went out, walk out by the bar, whatever. And then I see two of my friends or whatever, and I told them about it. So I went back and showed them, and then we came back, and then I called, and we came back, and then I called the police.
Police have not identified the body and have since said an autopsy has been scheduled. Investigators have not linked the matter to a recent missing person on that island. But the discovery raised alarms for residents who feared it may be that of 82-year-old Plumetta Major, who went missing from a home in the area in late September. I spoke to Major's sister Vanetta Taylor this afternoon. She believes the remains may belong to her missing loved one.
I would believe that's my loved one, my sister, but I get clean the clothes. She done gone from here 2 months. She be in the same clothes from me. She leave from here. A night dress with an armhole and a long brown sweater.
And what color the night dress was?
The night dress had a little dots in there and open down in the front.
Reporting for our news, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
All right, thanks for that, Delvado. Well, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is extending heartfelt condolences to the family of one of its own following a tragic accident that claimed the life of Marine Seaman Damaris Brister Jr. on Monday. The young Marine was pronounced dead after a burgundy Nissan Juke overturned and collided into a tree on the southern side of the roadway with extensive damage on Howell Road near the New Providence Ecology Park, also known as the City Dump. Investigators believe the vehicle was traveling east when the driver lost control and crashed into a tree. Speed, they say, may have been a factor. In a statement to the force, RBDF Commander Commodore Floyd Moxey remembered Marine Seaman Brister as a dedicated young Marine who served with exceptional zeal and energy. Brister joined the Defense Force in January 2023, serving first in the Commando Squadron before being drafted to the Squadron Department and most recently to Administration Gym Management. Moxey said the fallen Marine consistently lifted the standard and morale of his team, adding the entire force is shaken by his loss. Now investigations into the crash continues. The prosecution has dropped obstruction and gun possession charges against the housekeeper of prominent businessman Al Colley. The DPP has directed that Colley will face no charges stemming from the shootout with police. Police arrested 66-year-old Beverlyn Morrison after she allegedly tried to prevent them from carrying out their duties. Around 2 a.m. on November 20th, police officers allegedly went to Colley's home at Sea Beach with a search warrant. Morrison was accused of trying to prevent the officers from entering, causing them to force their way inside. The officers alleged that Colley opened fire and they returned fire, hitting him in the arm and buttocks. Police found a .380 pistol, along with 4 rounds of ammunition in the home. Colley has reportedly had a special license to carry a handgun for more than a decade. A major legal chapter in the Baha Mar story is closing tonight. This as a U.S. bankruptcy court approved a comprehensive settlement between CCA and BML Properties developer Sarkis Ismerlian. In a statement today, CCA and its affiliates said they are pleased with the court's decision, adding the resolution allows the company to focus fully on delivering a world-class construction project and hospitality operations around the globe. Under their agreement, BML Properties is dropping all claims in the U.S. and the Bahamas with no admission of liability from CCA or its affiliates. CCA will also retain ownership of the British Colonial and Margaritaville Beach Resort, which it says will continue to benefit the Bahamian community. Last week, the developer of BML called the resolution long-awaited, thanking Bahamians for their support, while CCA CEO says the agreement is in everyone's best interests. Switching gears now, the world-famous Valley Boys, calling for the National Junkanoo Committee to not misrepresent their name this Junkanoo season. Our News obtained a letter written to the newly formed committee that's signed by Chairman Brian Adderley. In it, the group asking the NJC to not call them the world-famous 1958, saying they should only be known as the world-famous Valley Boys. It's the latest development in this public split that's left fans and Junkanoo enthusiasts confused. Last night at the Click Practice Rush, Frontline Director John Williams says their names should not be altered without authorization.
We never changed our name. We never gave authority for anyone to change our name, whether it be the high office, the body governing Junkanoo, whoever it is. We are the world famous Valley Boys. We are not the world famous 1958. What we do is Junkanoo. So what we are doing is we're in the shacks, we're getting ready for Boxing Day and New Year's Day, which we are registered to participate in. We've received the seed funding, as you guys know now, and we are registered as the world famous Valley Boys.
Now, the Way Forward Valley Boys, led by Trevor Davis, also made their presence felt at last night's practice rush. During the seed funding distribution back in September, Culture Minister Mario Boleg declared the Way Forward Valley Boys as the group registered for the parades, a claim Executive Board member Devon Jones supports.
We are very excited. We're ready. We're ready. Look at it. Ready. It's hot. Only one. There's only one. It's only one.
No concerns for
There's only one. Only one. One Valley Boys. Only one. Only one. That's it.
All right, well, the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season has officially closed, ending a turbulent year that produced 13 named storms, 5 hurricanes, and 4 major hurricanes in 3 Category 5 systems. Though the Bahamas avoided a direct catastrophic hit, Minister of State with responsibility for disaster risk management Leon Lundy says the season still delivered serious reminders, especially as Southern Islands felt the indirect impacts of both Tropical Storm Imelda and Hurricane Melissa, from heavy rainfall and flooding to prolonged tropical storm force winds. Lundy says while the Bahamas escaped the worst this season, the region was not as fortunate, especially Jamaica, which continues to recover from Hurricane Melissa. The DRM minister noted that while the country was spared the worst, islands like Inagua, Maguana, Crooked Island, Ragged Island, and Long Island experienced dangerous weather bands from Imelda and Melissa, highlighting how vulnerable the southern Bahamas remains, even when storms pass hundreds of miles away.
It is a shared duty, a partnership between the state and the people. This season proved that when Bahamians listen to alerts, prepare early, help their neighbors, and act with discipline, we save lives. As we look beyond this hurricane season, I encourage every household to keep preparedness alive all year long. Update your family emergency plan. Know your nearest shelter and evacuation route. Secure and safeguard your important documents. Check regularly on those who need extra help, our seniors, our disabled community, and those living alone.
Well, cooler temperatures in the capital this week. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center live with your first look. Greg, loving these cooler temperatures.
Yeah, we're going to see a couple more cold fronts come through. One is poised to come through tomorrow. Not going to bring plenty cool air behind it, but we could see 1 or 2 small showers with that. We expect a more significant one by next week, but we'll tell you about that later on. But it is pleasant on the outside, so if you have plans, get outside and enjoy. 77 degrees is our current temperature under mostly clear skies. The winds are out of the south at 8 miles per hour, and they will continue to fall off. It feels like temperature is at 76. Satellite radar composite, quiet across area, ridge of high pressure in charge, and that ridge is sliding off towards the east. There's a weak trough just to the north of us, moving across North Bahamas and South Florida, bringing a few showers to Bimini as well as the Grand Bahama and the Abaco areas. Most of that will be waning as the evening goes on, but behind that, as I mentioned, cold front expected tomorrow. It should fall rather stationary across the central Bahamas by Thursday, bringing us a couple of isolated showers. Not much of a cool down behind that, though. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come in our news, another wave of transformation is coming to Atlantis, this time at the Cove. The resort confirming a full renovation of luxury suites and guest amenities beginning this spring. Plus, the Caribbean Baseball Cup returns to Nassau. And Team Bahamas says they are ready with 6 countries competing over 6 days. And later, seafood, creativity, and Bahamian pride on full display in West End. This as the Ministry of Tourism hosts its 2nd annual Bootleggers and Seafood Festival. And that's all coming up when our news returns.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in to SportsX for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and Alive Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season.
Atlantis is gearing up for another major transformation, this time at the Cove. The resort announcing in a statement that all 600 luxury suites, the Cove pool, public areas, dining spaces, and several guest amenities will undergo a full renovation beginning in the spring. Now the property will stay open throughout the upgrade. It's a part of a wider expansion plan for next year, including new only at Atlantis experiences, a new beach club, the return of the Imperial Club at the Royal, an expanded sports facility, and a complete renewal of the Mandara Spa. Atlantis is also growing its retail stores, adding Tiffany & Co. this month, with Creed, Dillon's Candy and Bar, and Vineyard Vine set to open in 2026. Now, once completed, the projects are expected to create more than 350 full-time jobs. Well, the 7th annual Caribbean Baseball Cup is set to get underway at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium tomorrow, and Team Bahamas is ready to hit the ground. This is the second consecutive year the Bahamas is hosting and will be the third time in the last 4 years. Other teams participating in the 6-day tournament are the Dominican Republic, Curacao, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Martin. Now, we caught up with Team Bahamas at their early morning practice at the stadium today, where head coach Michael Butler says the team has a good mixture of players.
Our team consists of some former professionals, but predominantly it's a collegiate team. And we feel good about composition. We feel they complement each other very well. Curacao has been has really emerged as one of the powers in our region. But notwithstanding that, all of the teams, they're very good teams, and so obviously nobody can be taken for granted because there are accomplished players on all teams.
This year's Caribbean Cup is set to be the first pre-Olympic qualifier, marking the first time the tournament will be part of an Olympic baseball qualification. This event will also be a qualifier for the Central American and Caribbean Games set for July 2026 in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Coach Butler hopes all young baseball players come out to watch the tournament at the National Baseball Stadium to see what their futures can look like.
We really want the young people to come out, those who are aspiring to play the sport of baseball. There is so much that they can learn from the players who are now playing at the collegiate and professional levels. Also, they would know what it takes. They'll have an opportunity to probably interact with some of these players, and they would learn what it takes to get to that level which they are aspiring to.
Coming up in sports, it's year 3 of the Jazz Chisholm Foundation Little League, and the Yankees All-Star was on hand to check things out. Team Bahamas falls short against Canada, and we recap some college hoops.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Marknut. Let's do show. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is spending a part of his offseason here at home and took the time out to get a look at the next generation following in his footsteps. Chisholm made an appearance at his foundation's Little League over the weekend at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex, signing autographs and interacting with the group he called the future of baseball in the country.
I feel like it's important to always come back to show them that this is where I started. You know, that field right there was the first place I threw a baseball. So for me, it was just like, at the end of the day, like I started here. This is where it all started. It's a little bit nicer now. You know, a couple of renovations we did on it, but at the end of the day, this is where I started. This is how my game began. This is where my grandma took me to get everything started. So it's just a full circle moment for me to even see like other kids. I have my little cousins playing in the league. Like, this is where I started, and now they are starting here, and I get a chance to help that, you know? It means a lot for me.
Short-handed, a quick turnaround traveling to what feels like freezing temperatures, and the Bahamas put up a valiant effort against the 5th-ranked country in the world. Canada pulled away late for a 94-88 win over the Bahamas last night in Toronto. Garvin Clark led the way with a double-double, 20 points and a game-high 13 assists. Dominic Bridgewater had 18 points and 6 assists. Isaiah Mobley scored 16. Rashad Davis had 15, and Keno Burrows finished with 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
As far as the game, like Coach said, we did not show the face that we wanted to at home. A lot of credit to you guys, and a response was needed, and I think that the coaching staff made some really good adjustments to help us with some of the things that we had trouble with, and hats off to Canada Basketball. They took every punch we threw and won the game. But I was happy with our young guys. We had a lot of injuries in the first game. Some guys couldn't make it. We was just trying to control what we can control. And overall, although we didn't get the win, I'm happy with the performance of a short-handed team, and I'm happy with the coaching staff.
Window 2 tips off in February, where the Bahamas will take on Jamaica and Puerto Rico on the road.
Thanksgiving College Hoops wasn't only a busy time for the tournaments hosted here, it was just as busy for the women's hoopers from here playing on the road. Verone Charlton had her first double-double with the Austin Peay Governors as she led the team to a 66-46 win over Kansas City. Charlton finished with 19 points, 10 boards, and a team-high 5 assists. Rima Collins and Danica Lightbourne led their FIU Panthers to an undefeated title run in their program's Thanksgiving Classic. For the tourney, Collins averaged 17.7 points and 9.7 rebounds per game, while Lightbourne averaged 12.7 points per game. That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. I hope everybody had an eventful December 1, saw the promotion. Do you think now we got to start something for December 2?
800 million times 2?
How much is that? That's how much we should get paid. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on our news tonight, seafood, creativity, and Bahamian pride on full display in West End. This as the Ministry of Tourism hosts its second annual Bootleggers and Seafood Festival. And the cool temperatures are here. Craig is back with your extended weather when our news continues. Stay with us.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools,
This is our news. Welcome back. As we move into the 2nd day of December, quiet weather across area, ridge of high pressure is in charge, and we do have some cloud-free nights, so we are seeing some cooler temperatures during the evening time. There's a weak front to the north of us, right across Florida, North Florida. Frontal trough just ahead of that, bringing a few showers to the northwest Bahamas, Grand Bahama, Bimini, as well as the Abaco area. That front will continue to drop towards the south, should be moving into the northwest Bahamas late tomorrow, and should push into the central Bahamas by Thursday. This is going to be a moisture-starved front, not much rainfall associated with the front, no moisture itself. But behind that, we expect a cool down, and another front expected by sometime next week. That front will be well to the west of us across the portion of the western United States of America. But all in all, we should be really nice for the balance of the week. Future forecast, nothing happening out there. It's quiet. A couple of spotty showers across, as I mentioned, the northern islands associated with that surface trough, but that will pull out towards the east. There's also another surface trough to the west of the east of the southeast Bahamas, pardon me. That should get near us by the middle portion of tomorrow and Thursday. And once again, a couple of isolated showers expected with that. Boating forecast, nice on the waters, the exception being the Atlantic side. Still some rip currents out there, so we're asking you beachgoers to exercise caution. Southwesterly winds tonight, light and variable, but becoming west and northwest once that front goes through. 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. For the southeast and central Bahamas, that risk of rip current exists there as well, but your winds will be more northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots. They will fall light and variable at times, seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, it will be quiet across area. That front coming through tomorrow. A couple of isolated showers. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s, and then we warm up by Thursday. But we will stay in the 80s, low to mid 80s for the balance of the week. And we do expect some moisture by the end of the weekend and into early next week. That could bring us a couple of showers. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, seafood, culture, and creativity took center stage in West End over the weekend as the Ministry of Tourism rolled out its second annual Bootleggers and Seafood Festival. The event was held at the Commissioner's Field, drawing residents and visitors for a full culinary and cultural experience. Junior chefs from the St. George's High School, the Jack Haywood High School, and the 8 Mile Rock High School wowed the crowd, serving up unique seafood dishes. The Ministry of Tourism provided provided all the ingredients, giving the students a chance to showcase their skills for the second year in a row. The day also featured Bahamian artist Anna Junkanoo Rush Out. Tourism Officer Anya Hanna says the initiative continues to grow.
They make a variety of seafoods for a small fee of $15 per person to sample, as well as we have a mixology competition later this afternoon with Marv Mix the Mix of Cunningham. We have a local segment, as well as we have a visitors edition.
And teachers believe the festival gives students the space to elevate Bahamian classics. 8 Mile Rock High School's Miss Brennan says her team prepared dishes like an elevated pea soup and dough, coconut lobster and fish bites, conch salad, flatbread, and fritters, all created by the students.
At 8 Mile Rock High, we have the best hospitality program in Grand Bahama, but we are very happy and grateful to partner with the Ministry of Tourism, who provided my students with the opportunity to showcase their skills here today, as well as equip them with the experience that they need for the real world. So they would have provided us with all the ingredients that you see here today for the children to showcase their creativity and talents here.
All right, great effort. Greg says he wished he was there, and so did I. I wish I was there. Of course, if you want to see that story again, it's available now at rnews.bs. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Natalia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.